Today we are going to start our next practical, which is practical number 2. In this practical we will find the missing term and represent polynomial in its factorial notation. So before starting our practical, let us study about the sum terms. So we will start with, we will study about three operator in this practical. First one is difference operator. So there are two types of difference operator. One is forward difference and another one is backward difference. So what is forward difference? See, forward difference operator is denoted by this delta. So let us consider a function y is equal to fx defined in any closed interval a to b. Now consider the consecutive values of x differing by h as a is equal to x naught, x1 is equal to nothing but x naught plus h, x2 is equal to x naught plus 2h, and xr is equal to x naught plus rh, and xn is equal to x naught plus nh, which is equal to b. Simply what we are doing here, see, we have an interval a to b, so we are considering a as x naught and b as xn, and in between points we are giving them as x1 is equal to x naught plus h, then x2 is equal to x naught plus 2h. Similarly, xn is equal to x naught plus nh, and xn is nothing but b only. So we are giving name of each point or each number in between a and b, including a and b also. So each number is differ by h, so we are adding one by one h in every next number. Here there is no h, in x1 there is 1h, x2 h plus h become 2h, x3 x plus 2h plus h become 3h. Similarly in xr, x naught plus rh, and in xn, x naught plus nh, which is nothing but b only. So the values of the function corresponding to these values are given by, suppose we have, see, here we have y is equal to fx function. If I put x, so if I will give some values to this x, y is equal to, suppose this is not x naught, this is x. So if I will give this some values to this x, then my y become some value. Suppose, see, fx is equal to, let it be x square plus 1. If I am writing f of 0, so this is 1. If I am writing f of 1, then it become 2. And for f of 3, it become 9 plus 1, 10. So as my x changes, my y is also changes. Y is nothing but f of x only. So f of 0 is nothing but 1. F of 1 is 2. So similarly, in the writing y all the time, if I will give it some name, so if I am putting here x naught, then I am giving it name as y naught. If this is f of x1, which is nothing but x naught plus h, so I am giving this name as y1, f of x2 as y2. Similarly, f of xn as yn. So x1 is nothing but x naught plus h, x2 is nothing but x naught plus 2h, and xn is nothing but x naught plus nh. Then the values of x, namely we have given x naught plus h, x naught plus 2h, x naught plus nh, are called arguments and nodes. We call them arguments or node, and the value of the function corresponding to these arguments are called entry. So here we have x0, x1, x2, x3 are nodes or argument, and according to this we will get the some values, that is y0, y1, y2, y3 up to yn. These are called entries. So if we find difference of first two entries, so obviously here we will find difference of y1 and y0. So y1 minus y0 is nothing but f of x0 plus h minus f of x0. F of x0 minus plus 2h minus f of x0 plus h, this is nothing but y2 minus y1. So this type of difference in which we are subtracting present value from coming values, so it is called the first forward difference of y equal to fx and denoted by delta f of x0. So I have to find difference of forward difference of f of x naught. So we just have to remember that we will subtract our given value from coming value. So after f of x naught, the next value is f of x naught plus h. So obviously I will subtract f of x naught plus h minus f of x naught. That means I have to subtract this one from next value. So next is x naught plus h. Similarly, if I have to find forward difference for f of x naught plus h, so I have to see which is the next value. So obviously f of x naught plus 2h is my next value. So I will find f of x naught plus 2h minus f of x naught plus h is my first forward difference for f of x naught plus h. Here again, this f of x naught plus h is nothing but my y1 only, and this is f of x naught is nothing but y naught. So this can be written as delta y naught, and this can be written as y2 minus y1, which is delta y1. So we will write delta from last. If it is y naught here, so it is first difference delta y naught. If y1 is written here, so it is delta y1. Similarly, if y2 is written, so it is delta y2. y3 is written, so delta y3. So this is the first forward difference. Now if we want to find again difference of first forward difference, then it is called the second forward difference and denoted by delta square. So I have to find second forward difference of f of x naught. So delta square f of x naught. As I know what is the delta f of x naught, so I am operating delta again to this formula. So this become delta f of x naught plus h minus delta f of x naught. Here my delta f of x naught is already known to me. So I will write, I have to subtract f of x naught plus h to its next value, which is f of x naught plus 2h. So delta f of x naught plus h become f of x naught plus 2h minus f of x naught plus h. Again, delta f of x naught is already known to me, so I will write its value. Now on solving this, I am getting answer as f of x naught plus 2h minus 2 times f of x naught plus h, and this minus minus become plus. So this is my plus f of x naught. So I can write this as in terms of y. So this is 2h, so this is y2. Here it is 1h, so this is 2y1. This is naught, so this is my y naught. This thing is nothing but my delta square y naught. So here again it is y naught, so I am writing here delta square y naught. Now delta square f of x naught plus h. We have already find the value of delta square f of x naught. Now it's done for delta square f of x naught plus h. Again I have value of delta f of x naught plus h, so I am operating delta to its first forward difference. So this become delta f of x naught plus 2h minus delta f of x naught plus h. Again this is known to us. So what is the forward difference of f of x naught plus 2h? This is nothing but f of x naught plus 3h minus f of x naught plus 2h, and this is f of x naught plus 2h minus f of x naught plus h. Again on solving this, I am getting answer as f of x naught plus 3h minus 2 times f of x naught plus 2h plus f of x naught plus h. See, this is y3, this is y2, and this is y1. Again, as my last value is y1, or you can say this is delta square f of x naught plus h. So this is nothing but delta square y1. You can remember this from here. So this is f of x naught plus h, and we are giving this as entry y1 name. So this is my delta square y1. Similarly, for delta cube f of x naught, again f of x naught plus h minus f of x naught is my delta, so I have to take its further forward difference. So I have no value of this and this, so I am writing delta square f of x naught plus h as f of x naught plus 3h from here minus 2 times f of x naught plus 2h plus f of x naught plus h, and this is already we have find out. So f of x naught plus 2h minus 2 times f of x naught plus h plus f of x naught. On solving this, I am getting answer as f of x naught plus 3h minus 3 times f of x naught plus 2h plus 3 times f of x naught plus h minus f of x naught. So this become y3 minus 3y2 plus 3y1 minus y naught is equal to delta cube y naught. So this is how we find forward difference for all the values. Now next is how to find forward difference table. So how we will solve this? So to find or to draw this table, first of all we have to write all the argument which we have. So we have x as x naught, x1, x2, x3 or x4. You can write up to where you want. And according to this argument we have entry y is equal to fx. So for x naught my entry is y naught, for x1 my entry is y1, for x2 my entry is y2, and for x3 entry is y3, and x4 entry is y1. So first of all I have to calculate my first difference. So always you have to remember, while you are writing its first difference or any difference, you have to write the value in between two values, because we are finding the value difference of these two entry. So if we are finding difference of these two entries, so it will easy to remember if we write in between these entry that it is the value of these two entries. So I have to find first difference, forward difference. So first difference is nothing but next to previous. So y1 is my next value and y naught is my previous value. So this become y1 minus y naught. Similarly, again y2 minus y1 is first difference for y1, and y3 minus y2 is first difference for y2, and y4 minus y3 is first difference for y3. So we are getting difference in this way. So this is my, see, this is nothing but this is my delta y naught, this is my delta y1, this is my delta y2, and this is my delta y3. Similarly, if we have to find delta square y, so we will find difference of this. So see, y2 minus y1, or if I am giving name as this is delta y naught, this is delta y, this is delta y2, this is delta y3. So if I have to find second difference, so I will write value in between these values. So delta y1 minus delta y naught, delta y2 minus delta y1, delta y3 minus delta y2. So what is this value? So see, y2 minus y1 is my delta y1 minus y1 minus y naught, y2 minus 2 times y1 plus y naught is nothing but my delta square y naught. So this is my delta square y naught, this is my delta square y1, this is my delta square y2. Again for third difference, delta square y1 minus delta square y naught, delta square y2 minus delta square y1. So this is what my delta cube y naught, and this is my delta cube y1. Again I have to find one more difference. We will do this calculation till we will left with one value only, or we will get 0. So this is my delta cube y naught, which is equal to my y. Okay, this is my delta cube y1 minus delta cube y naught, this is my delta raised to 4 y naught. So we will do up to this value calculation. So this is how we can draw our difference table, and it is important to draw this table because in upcoming practicals there is a lots of use of this table. So if you will once understand how to draw this table, then questions are not so difficult to solve. Now next is backward difference. So backward difference is denoted by this delta So delta f of x naught plus h, we will call this as backward difference. So backward difference of f of x naught plus h is nothing, but we have to subtract its previous value from this. So how is it is different? In forward difference, we are subtracting our given value from next value, and in this we are subtracting previous value from our given value. So this is the difference between, basic difference between forward and backward difference. So my delta f of x naught plus h is given by f of x naught plus h minus f of x naught. So this is my y1 minus y naught, and it is represented by backward difference y1. Again, my delta f of x naught plus 2h is equal to f of x naught plus 2h minus f of x naught plus h is given by y2 minus y1, which is equal to delta y2. Similarly, if we want to find, see, here we have not calculate f of x naught, because if you will calculate f of x naught, then you have to write f of x naught minus f of x naught minus something. So we are avoiding to write x minus value. So instead of writing f of x naught, we are always starting with delta f of x naught plus h. So our next backward difference is delta square f of x naught plus 2h is equal to delta f of x naught plus 2h minus delta f of x naught plus h, and this is known to us, this is also known to us. On calculating this, we are getting as answer f of x naught plus 2h minus 2 times f of x naught plus h plus f of x naught. This is nothing but y2 minus 2 y1 plus y naught, which is equal to delta square y2. See, if you have noticed, then you can see easily that in forward table we are calculating value from upper side, and if you see, this is value in lower side. So delta cube is f of x naught plus 3h. So this is equal to my f of x naught plus 3h minus 3 times f of x naught plus 2h plus 3 times f of x naught plus h minus f of x naught, which is my y3 minus 3y2 plus 3y1 minus y naught. This is but nothing but delta cube y3. Now next one is shifting operator. Now what is shifting operator? So in this practical we are studying about 3 operator. First one is forward difference operator, second one is backward difference operator, and our third one, last one, is shifting operator. So what is that? So shifting operator is nothing but, it is denoted by capital E. So what it do? Shifting operator shift our function to its next point, next argument. So if we have e f of x, then e will shift our f of x to f of x plus h. Similarly, if we have e square f of x, then e of f of x, so this e will shift f of x plus h to the f of x plus 2h. If we have e cube f of x, then our f of x will shift to f of x plus 3h. Similarly, if we have e to the power n f of x, then this e operator will shift our f of x to f of x plus nh. And if we have e raised to minus n f of x, then our fx will shift our, then e to the power n will shift our f of x to f of x minus nh. Simply what we can conclude from this, that e operator shift, see, e has power n, so it shift up to nth value, so f of x plus nh. If it has minus n, then f of x minus nh. So this is how e of shifting operator works. If we have e raised to n f of x, so we cannot write this as e f of x to the power n. Both are not equal. Similarly, if we have e raised to minus n f of x, then we cannot write this as 1 upon e raised to f of x to the power n. So e raised to n is nothing but, we have to write x minus nh, not like this way. One more thing, what is the relation between shifting operator and difference operator? So see, we have delta f of x as f of x plus h minus f of x. So here, as delta f of x is this, and my E f of x is nothing but f of x plus h. So in place of this value, I can write this. So I'm writing E f of x in place of f of x plus h. So this become E f of x minus f of x. Again, I'm writing E on right hand side, another term, shifting other term to the left hand side. So delta f of x, this minus become plus, so plus f of x. Again, I can write this as delta plus 1 f of x, which is equal to E f of x. So if this is true, then I can say that delta plus 1 is equal to E, and if this is true, then I can write delta as E minus 1. So this is important result which we will use in further questions. So you have to remember that how delta and E are related. So delta plus 1 is equal to E. Next one is expression of a polynomial in factorial notation. Before that, what is factorial? So see, this is the notation for factorial. X raised to n, if it is written in the bracket, we call it as a x raised to n is in the factorial term. So how it is expansion? So it can be written as x minus 1, x minus 2 up to x minus n minus 1 h, and x to the power 0, that is x to the power 0 in factorial notation is always equal to 1. So we have formula for writing any polynomial in factorial notation, that is f of x is equal to f of 0 plus delta f of 0 upon 1 factorial x plus delta square f of 0 upon 2 factorial x square plus delta raised to n f of 0 upon n factorial x to the power n in factorial notation, where x to the power n is in a factorial notation. So this is formula which we use to solve, or which we will use to express any polynomial in factorial notation. So there are two ways to calculate any polynomial in factorial notation. First of all, we will see by this method. See, we can see this, what is f of 0, delta square f of 1, delta f of 0, delta to the power n f of 0. This is nothing but our values in difference table. What we get in difference table was nothing but delta f of 0, delta square f of 0, delta cube f of 0 and all. So we will use first difference table to solve this type of question. So our first question is that express 3x raised to 4 minus 16x cube plus 22x square minus 29x plus 5 in factorial notation. So we can see our f of x is 3x raised to 4 minus 16x cube plus 22x square minus 29x plus 5. We know that to calculate or to draw the difference table, we need x, and according to that x, we have to find f of x. So we are considering let x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then according to this x, we will find some entries. So f of 0 is my 5. F of 1 is 3 minus 16 plus 22 minus 29 plus 5, which is equal to my minus 15. Again, f of 2 is, if we put x as 2, then we will get f of 2 is equal to minus 45. If we will write x is equal to 3 in this, then we will get f of 3 is equal to minus 73. And if we write x is equal to 4, then we'll get f of 4 is equal to minus 15. So here we have select 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 as value of x, and we have find value of y according to this. So this is nothing but y0, this is y1, and this is y2, this is y3, and this is y4. Now on using this, we will draw difference table. So this is our difference table. We have put value of x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and value of y is equal to fx is equal to, for x is equal to 0, we have y as 5. For x is equal to 1, it is minus 15. For x is equal to 2, it is minus 45. For x is equal to 3, this is minus 73. And for x is equal to 4, it is minus 15. So we have to find first difference. So first difference is nothing but this is nothing but y naught, this is y1, this is y2, this is y3, this is y4. So first difference is y1 minus y naught. So y1 is 15, 15 minus 5 is equal to minus 20. Second difference is y2 minus y1. This is equal to minus 45 minus minus 15, which is equal to minus 30. And for this, y3 minus y2 is equal to minus 73 minus minus 45, which is equal to minus 28. And for y4 minus y3, this is equal to minus 15 minus of minus 73, which is equal to 58. So if we see, this is nothing but delta y naught. This is delta y1. This is delta y2. This is delta y3. Now again we have to find one more difference, which is equal to delta square f of x. So this is nothing but delta y1 minus delta y naught, which is equal to minus 30 minus of minus 20. This is equal to minus 10. Now for this, delta y2 minus delta y1, which is equal to minus 28 minus minus of 30, which is equal to 2. Here we have delta y3 minus delta y2, which is equal to 58 minus minus 28. This is equal to 86. Now this is delta square y naught. This is delta square y1. This is delta square y2. Now this is what? Delta square y1 minus delta square y naught. The 2 minus of minus 10 become 12. Now delta square y2 minus delta square y1. So 86 minus 2 is equal to 84. So this is our delta cube y naught, and this is delta cube y1. So delta cube y1 minus delta cube y naught is equal to 72. This is our delta raised to 4 y naught. So we have delta y naught is equal to minus 20. Delta square y naught is equal to minus 10. Delta cube y naught is equal to 12. And delta raised to 4 y naught is equal to 72. See, here we have chosen up to 4 value 4. Why we have selected up to 4? Because our polynomial is of degree 4. So if I will select values as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then I will get delta 4 fx has some value. If I will choose one more value, that is x is equal to 5, then on doing calculation delta raised to 5 f of x, I will get as 0. So it is okay if you are selecting values up to 5, 6 and 7, then also calculation becomes more, but answer remains same only. So we have to remember, if we have polynomial of degree 4, then we will select 5 values starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If polynomial has degree 3, then we will start from 0 and will move up to 3. So 0, 1, 2 and 3. So if we have a polynomial having degree 5, then we will calculate values as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I hope now you understand why we are taking value of x is equal to this, and why we are taking this value only. If I will take 5 also, then only answer remains same, but one calculation will increase. So instead of doing one more calculation, it is better to solve up to this point only, because we will calculate up to which value where we are not getting answer as 0. So I know that my fifth difference will be 0. So instead of doing all calculation, I have taken x is equal to 4. Now my formula for fx in factorial notation is f of 0 plus delta f of 0 upon 1 factorial x plus delta square f of 0 x square upon 2 factorial delta cube f of 0 upon 3 factorial x cube plus delta raised to 4 f of 0 upon 4 factorial x raised to 4. So f of 0 is 5. So f of 0 is equal to 5. Now delta f of 0 is equal to minus 20. Delta square f of 0 is equal to minus 10. Delta cube f of 0 is equal to 12. And delta raised to 4 f of 0 is nothing but 72. So here 5 minus 2x1 minus 5x2 plus 2x3 plus 3x raised to 4. On arranging this term order according to power, so we will start with highest power. So 3x raised to 4 plus 2x cube minus 5x square minus 2x1 plus 5. This is our polynomial in factorial notation. So I hope you understand how to do this calculation and how to write any polynomial in factorial notation.